well, now we're into more like less like factual things, more like philosophical questions.
Yeah.
What preconceptions have we encountered about Americans? Is high school like the movies? Like that sort of thing. Which is, no, we don't sing in the hallways like High School Musical.
Even though we want to do that.
I mean, I do because I was a theater kid. That's like a separate issue. But I think there aren't a ton. Like, I feel like there's a pretty solid understanding of the U.S. here. There's like generalizations, but not like a ton of strong like preconceptions that are just wrong.
Yeah, and like just a lot of people are like, oh, I thought that was only in the movies, or is it like that in the like? So movies do play a big role in
huge role.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely get a lot of questions about like politics right now, just because it's a crazy time in U.S. politics. But those are more just like asking for my opinion, my perspective, not so much like preconceptions. I think the main kind of preconception I've had to break down is that there's one universal American culture.
Yes.
And that like things that people can ask me questions about the U.S. as a whole, and I'm like an expert in that subject.
Yeah.
Like I have to do a lot of like, well, I can only speak for my community in my state.
Yeah.
And like I can't speak for someone who grew up in Louisiana or Maine or
Missouri. Shout out to McCon.
Yeah, like I can speak for Oregon, and that's pretty much it, because there's so much variety, and in a country that's like mostly ethnic Bulgarians and would fit inside my state, like it's hard for people to kind of grasp sometimes that like the US is huge and each state's like its own country.
People like Americans. I thought we were gonna face like, I don't know, I was a little like maybe a little not
like kind of pushback.
Yeah, but I've not really experienced anything.
No, people are pretty chill with us. I mean, they're questioning some of our choices at the moment, but like pretty chill overall. What's an unexpected thing we've learned about ourselves?
Would you like to start?
Sure. I don't know if it's like something I've learned or a way I've grown, but like I'm definitely more okay like being alone than I thought I was. Where like, because you spend a lot of time alone just like on public transport, and then as an exchange student you don't like know anyone, so especially at first there's a lot of time where it's like you're pretty alone.
Yeah, like the alone part is definitely a big part of like what I've learned. Like I do not like being alone.
Oh, I don't like it, but I can do it.
Yeah, like no, like I've learned because like you have to be like at some point when you're first here, you really got to figure out your life, and that was a hard stage, like being really alone, and like I guess I just learned that I really truly do like being around people, and I'm an extrovert, and it's very hard being alone for extended periods of time. I do have a limit to how much Netflix I can watch, because when you don't have a lot to do at the beginning, or it's like I sat in my room quite a bit, and I don't like watching Netflix for like an entire week. So yeah,
learning to like go out, be with your host family, and do stuff is so important.
You really kind of get used to anything. Like humans adapt. Like this life was one time completely strange to us.
And like Bulgaria isn't that as drastically different from the U.S. as some of the other like countries that are on this program, but the culture and like the way people interact is very, very different.
Yeah.
Like, the conversations people have, like, it's not like in the U.S. where it's like, how was your day? And you go through like a laundry list of everything you did that day. It's like,
also like the language, like there's this barrier that's like for like conversations, for like showing affection, like that type of thing that like you gotta get used to that. Like but like the language barrier is it's real.
So I was just like learning for both of us, just like learning about our ability to adapt and to like deal with stuff if it's like emotionally challenging. What has been the hardest part of exchange? For me, the hardest part has been like relationships with people, and then being so different here, and like the way people, like I think adapting to like the social environment, the family environment has been the hardest part for me, because I came from like in the US, I've had the same friends since I was 5, and the rest of my best friends I've had since I was 10, and I'm now 19. And so like I've always had like built-in friends in like theater and my classes and that sort of stuff. There's just not that same sense of community that I'm used to having with like activities.
Yeah.
And so like adapting to how to form friendships and how to have friendships in that environment has been really, really hard for me because I'm not good at it. Like, I've never had to do it. So that's been really challenging. And then, like, in the family, just, like, my family is great. I adore my host family, but it's less, like, outwardly loving and less, like, communicative than what I'm used to back in the US. Like, they care about me a lot. I care about them a lot. And, like, that's very evident and clear, and we do show that, but it's in very different ways.
The dealing and coping with being alone part has definitely been the biggest struggle. Like, I can't...
And even, like, feeling alone. Even if you're in a room full of people and feeling alone.
It hurts sometimes.
Like, yeah, it's hard. It's a really hard thing to do.
Yeah, and, well, we, like, at our PDO, our pre-departure orientation, we learned about, like, the cycle of an exchange student. It has literally been, like, exactly the truth.
Yeah, she's been, like, textbook. Mine was, like, my first 2 months were, like, real rocky, and it's been good since then. You've had more of, like, ups and downs.
Yeah, like, November, December, January, very typical months, but that's, like, when, like, I struggled with the, like, feeling of aloneness the most. Relationships, like, everything plays this big role in, like, feeling like a full person.
Also, like, constantly just being an exchange student. That's really hard for me.
It's exhausting.
Like, the fact that we are never going to not be the exchange students. And that's like, definitely really challenging. Because I'm like, I've lived here for 6.5 months. I just want to be a person who's here. But of course, people are intrigued. Like, what is this American teenager doing living in Bulgaria? Because exchange students aren't really a thing here. Just having to explain why I'm here, what I'm doing. Yes, I do like Bulgaria. Yes, I have tried Banitsa, like all that sort of stuff. Like, having to do that over and over and over again is really tiring. And it comes from good places. Like, no one asks those questions to annoy me. They're curious and they want to know more about me, which is lovely. And I'm happy to tell them, but, like, it's like that little smile people get when they hear your accent. It's just like, okay, I get it. You figured it out. I'm American. Would we live in Bulgaria long term? I probably wouldn't. Not because of anything wrong with the country or, like, not liking the country. It's just that, like, the things that I want to do with my life are pretty US specific.
The same, like, US government you can't really do. Well, maybe for the foreign service I'll come to Bulgaria.
Yeah.
New York is calling. Back home, but...
You're sure it's literally the New Yorker.
Oh, yeah. But, like, Bulgaria, I love Bulgaria. It just... I'm liking it for this year, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense long term, which is nothing against the country or the people, because I love it here and leaving is gonna suck. But, like, it just doesn't, it's just not, like, practical.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Love the country. Can't really make a difference in US politics from Bulgaria.
Exactly.
Okay, what are the best parts of Bulgaria that a foreigner should know about?
The food. Oh my god. The freshness of the food.
Yes, absolutely.
It's delicious. Like, especially in the summer and springtime.
Everything is fresh and natural and, like...
You can taste the difference.
You really can. Like, tomatoes here are so much better than tomatoes back in the US. And, like, I love, like, the food in general. Like, it's fresh, it's good. And also, like, for a foreigner who, like, maybe isn't the most, like, adventurous, it's not, like, that crazy. You know, like, it's most of it you can find variations of in the US because a lot of immigrants, I think, came from this area and moved to, like, the Midwest especially. It's really good, but it's not, like, gonna scare you if you're not used to, like, foreign food. Also the nature is beautiful. We live in the city, so we don't see it, like, as much, but even in the heart of Sofia, there's, like, Fitosha Mountain, like, right there.
Like, literally, like, beyond, okay, you can't see because I'm looking, but, like, beyond the houses in front of me, like, the mountains, like, surrounding us, and they're snow-capped right now, and it's really beautiful.
Gorgeous. And then, I haven't been to the seaside yet, but there's the seaside also.
Yeah, like, Bulgaria literally has everything, except desert.
Does not have desert, but, like, do you need a desert?
Nah. So, like, the greenery is beautiful.
History. There's so much history.
Yeah.
Like, walking around Sofia, you can see Roman ruins, like, Bulgarian National Revival style houses. They're a little bit harder to find in Sofia, but especially, like, in Plovdiv and other, like, smaller cities, you can find, like, gorgeous traditional architecture. And then, of course, like, recent, like, 20th century history is very, very alive and present, which I'm a history nerd and I love seeing that as I walk around the city. And also, it's not super touristy.
And that, like, it's definitely not American tourists that are here. So, like, it's very untouched. So come to Bulgaria before people find out about it.
Yeah, no, honestly, if you come here, like, it's a very, like, I mean, there are touristy things, but it's like for most part you'll have a very like authentic experience and have a very like, this is like where Bulgarians go, this is what Bulgarians do, because there's not that market that's like catering to tourists as much.
Also, like, don't be scared to come here to the language, because everything isn't, like, all the signs, English, Bulgarian, all the younger people speak English, so.
Every menu is translated into English.
Yeah.
The best thing for you to know is that it's a fascinating country.
Fascinating, like
that's like the best word I can describe. Like, I can't say like, there's no Eiffel Tower, there's no like, you know, there's no whatever. Pyramids, yeah. Like, those sorts of things aren't here, but that's not why you come here.
Yeah. It's a different, it's not the US, it's not Western Europe, it's like its own thing, so come.
It's great.
Come visit us.
Yeah, that's all my questions. We completed the list. We did it.
Bate. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like and comment and subscribe and all of the good things, and watch our other videos and share those videos and tell your friends and hire our carrier pigeons, tell your family, everything.
Smoke signals?
Yeah.
Yes. So, o beach comfy.
Nailed it.
I love you guys.
O beach come in. It's we.
Oh my
god. O beach come
in.
Someone's gonna correct us on that in the comments.
Yes. Oh my god, I'll get something. Okay, I love you guys.
Thanks for watching. Ciao.
Ciao.